I enjoy One Piece. I'm about halfway through it, but, it does need to wrap it up. Hello, my name is Steve.
And I'm David.
And this is Anime Plus. We are episode 20 of Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary.
And it is probably confirmed that we are getting a full season of Shoshimin instead of 10 episodes because it ended on a goddamn cliffhanger. So
yeah, we still have more stories.
Let's keep it going. Shoshimin this week, it's beginning to unravel the mystery of what was going on with the older kid from their middle school.
Here's the thing, too. They're all third years. I think we were misunderstanding something about how they were representing his status within the school. They're all third years in middle school.
Oh, okay. Well,
anyways, so the guy from the badminton club, the golden child of the badminton club for their middle school who got winged by a
minivan.
Yeah, a K-car minivan.
We're starting to unravel why he maybe got hit. We find out that he was indeed walking with somebody. However, it wasn't Yuki. We find out that he has a girlfriend who's on the badminton team from an ancillary source that wasn't initially interviewed. From that, we find out that he had a charm on his backpack. However, his girlfriend didn't have one, and he had removed his charm before some big tournament thing that they were both going to be at. We see that Osanai is basically being the listener to this conversation while enjoying a sundae. And from this, they realize that they need to go and re-interview the kohai of the badminton star. So they both go and they interview this underclassman and quickly find out that he was not walking home with his girlfriend. And we also find out and get an actual representation of why Osanai ended up falling off the street. The car looked like it sped forward to also try to intentionally hit her and then peeled off. So the chase is on. We're starting to get a lot of heavy information as to Osanai's involvement in this, and it might be something intense because this is not the first time that somebody has tried to hit Osanai at this levee.
I had brought up the idea that the van from the incident 3 years prior looked a lot like the van that was involved in the kidnapping scheme.
Yeah.
Past Jogoro suspected that there is information that Osanai is withholding from him in relation to the incident. But as she plays everything real tight. She never wants to freely give information.
Jogoro and Osanai take this younger student to a store for uniforms because he had mentioned that the girl was wearing a school uniform and have him look through all of the middle school uniforms while they have this conversation that Steve was just referencing. And he basically tells him that none of these are really the one that she had. And Osanai has the idea to have him go check the high school uniforms. They find out, as he points out, that the uniform the girl was wearing was from a high school, not a middle school. And the plot thickens as they find out that this badminton superstar might be two-timing, which Jogoro very quickly insinuates that he might be cheating.
Seems to be the theme of this season.
Cheating.
I think we're set up to believe that the badminton player, I think you are right, I think it is Hisaka, was a unintended victim of an attempt to hit Osanai. I think that's exactly what's being laid out for us, just pretty bold-faced. But we won't know until she decides to play her cards.
Right.
And that probably won't happen until Jogoro fishes it out of her.
Yep, which is the end of the arc.
Yeah.
As always.
Yeah, of course.
That's her thing. She just spills it all out at the end of the arc. You know the arc ends when Osanai has a whole episode of just
her talking.
And this is why I did it. Last arc, she got 2 episodes of This Is Why I Did It.
We knew that...
Oh, fuck, this means she's getting 3 episodes of This Is Why I Did It.
We knew that the entire incident from the first season with the gang of girls was a culmination of events that had happened in middle school where she pretty much ratted them out for their drug use.
Yeah.
It is very likely, I feel, that the attempted vehicular homicide is also related to that incident.
Maybe.
So we had a poll last week's episode, and we got a couple of responses. Apparently, I'm an outlier. Everybody who responded when we asked the question of, when reading a mystery, do you try to solve it? ahead of time, or do you just wait for the story to unfold and just be told naturally through its course? Everybody was pretty much like, oh, we just wait. So apparently I'm the only one who likes to stoke their ego with mysteries.
Okay, Jogoro. I've been validated.
So thank you for everybody who replied. It was eye-opening to a degree.
But you're the fucking weirdo here.
I am the weirdo. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm content with that. We don't know how long the season's going to go.
It could go on forever.
It's not going to. It would be. It
1,000 years of Shoshimin.
It was nice that this episode was not the culmination of the story, that they just kept adding in layer upon layer. Kind of be sad to see it go because I've really been enjoying this. But all good things have to come to an end.
Yeah, this episode is very, 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 very
It was good.
I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of like roller coasteriness that was going on throughout the episode.
It largely took place in the past.
It did. That's been the kind of this whole season.
We still have this whole mystery of what's going on in the current times and why
Osanai can't fucking show up.
Why she keeps leaving him packages in the middle of the night.
And the fact that he pointed out that Kengo and her
are communicating with each other. Yeah. It was good.
Yeah. Awesome. Fantastic. Spectacular.
Jogoro is like really chomping at the bit to get out of the hospital.
Oh, fuck yeah, he is. He's like, can you just take me outside?
So
to his nurse.
Front half of the time in his interactions with the nurse, I'm like, God, she really hates her job and just doesn't want to deal with him. And then the back half of it was, if she didn't have to work, she is considering helping him to like get out of the hospital momentarily.
Yeah, I don't get her character.
Everyone's really weird with him in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like the doctors that he's met with, his nurse that's been taking care of him, the janitor, they've all been interacting in very strange ways with him.
Maybe Osanai was just like,
it's gotta be Yuki's doing.
If anyone fucks with him, I'm gonna kill all of you.
He's something else.
Maybe her family owns the hospital.
No.
Maybe her family owns the hospital.
I'm pretty sure not, considering she lives in a small apartment.
I just want the next fucking episode to come out.
We'll get there. Don't rush the end of the show. We have to savor it with the last bit of time we have with it.
I just find it ironic that the first time we watched this, I wanted the show to be over because I was bored with it. But now I want the show to be over because I want to know the fucking ending.
Yes. In due time. All right. Well, thanks for listening as always. Don't forget the regular podcast that comes out on Fridays, where we are wrapping up the reviewing of Kowloon Generic Romance, My Hero Academia Vigilante, and Lazarus. And don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell, drop comments. Find us on Twitter or Blue Sky. Join our Discord channel. Otherwise, yeah, we will catch up with you guys next time.